developing characters more than it ever did before.
The stuff that matters.
Every show should probably do that.
Okay,
I like that if the network would sign contracts like that.
Yeah.
Because we would not have season 27 of Supernatural.
No, Okay. The worst thing about Supernatural is that they wrap up every season like they're not going to get another season. Like, they're wrapping up now. We're totally done. We're so good. Like, season 5.
Seasons are wrapped up for everything, and they got every season.
Season 5, they wrapped everything, and it was like, oh, this is so great. And then we moved on to season 6 and 7 and 8, and then they wrapped, and then it kept going, and it wouldn't quit. And it never quit. No, I was just gonna make a joke. I was gonna say that the worst thing about Supernatural is Jared Padalecki. I'm sorry. I cannot stand him in Gilmore Girls. I can't stand him in that. Gilmore Girls. I'm Team Jess. I'm sorry.
He's not as adorable as Misha Collins, but he's still adorable.
That's fair.
Another one that needs to completely wrap up is Big Bang Theory.
I agree.
Over that.
Big Bang Theory.
Everybody who works for that show is over it. The writers were the.
I'm sorry. Okay.
They did a beautiful ending. I really look at you and say that. Beautiful ending.
Like 4 that needed to end, and now we're on season 7. Right? It's like I love Big Bang Theory. It was great. I love all the science references, everything. I think that's great. It's a nerd in a show, as well as an intelligence show. But at the same time, I spent an entire episode watching Penny steal Leonard's stuff and Amy lie about her apartment not being done. Like, I was like, okay. Exactly. You guys are grasping for plot lines. It's over. We're done. Right. It's like after the couples all got together and got married, they should have just been together.
Yeah, it should have ended. It should have been right there.
It's like everybody wants Penny and Leonard to be together. Just let them be together. Season 5, Supernatural, should have ended. Yes. We're done. It's done.
Okay, now, have you guys been keeping up with Gotham on Fox?
Yes. No, I haven't. I'm really proud of it. So, really, Catwoman? Tiny Catwoman?
Yes.
When Tiny Catwoman, she's not a woman, she's a girl. Aww. But I really loved her, Selena Kyle, on the show. But I've only gotten like the first season. And I liked Riddler. When they had him, I really enjoyed him, and I liked how they did the whole police system.
Yes.
But I haven't caught up because I've had so many other things to catch up on. I still haven't seen Flash. I like how that's how far behind I am.
Yeah, that's why you suck.
I like how Wow! Words from Tom.
Every once in a while, you'll be watching a show and they'll make a reference, and you're like, well, hold on a second, let me Google this. I need to know something. And of course, I Googled Barbara King, and I realized, oh God, Jim Gordon marries her. Yeah, that broad is crazy as hell.
Honestly, in the comic book, she was so pretty crazy.
During the show, every time she does something stupid, and I go, I turn to whoever's in the room and he's like, but he's supposed to marry her.
I'm thinking she's probably amazing in bed or something.
Honestly,
most crazy women are, but still.
otherwise, she's still crazy. Like, she doesn't get less crazy.
How are they going to get there? Well, I'm actually asking. That's a long jump.
They got time, I mean.
I personally don't think they're going to go there.
Honestly, with the timelines they've built for Gotham, like, it's so much stuff, it doesn't matter.
And Keith, as a filmmaker, how would you have to come back from your hiatus in life? And your actor who's supposed to be is now 16. Here's the thing. He came back so big, though.
It's Hollywood spurt. I think as we get along in the show,
You know they were, and they're like, why didn't you just not run?
I think ultimately the producers were happy because it allows those particular fans that were getting mad during season 2. It's like, when are we going to get to Batman? When are we going to get to this? Yeah.
That's what we're worried about. With the amount of greatness that they've given us, really?
At the same time, it's not a show about Batman. It's a show about the city.
Yep.
And he needs to grow with the
Everything about this show has been amazing. If we had stayed 8 for 3 more seasons, I would have been happy.
Well, he needs to
the show is good.
Well, the thing about it is he needs to grow with the timeline, which means the other actors have to grow with him. and they're not really aging because people don't age as much. I like how it focuses, because every time we hear about Gotham City, we think of Batman and Robin and Alfred and all of that. And I like how it takes a different focus on Commissioner Gordon, but at the same time, I don't like all of the liberties. I really don't. All of the villains are not from, they didn't grow up there. They all had specific incidences. There's a prime connection between the Joker and Bruce Wayne, not just Batman.
Yeah.
It's like,
I just like Fish Movie.
and they're kind of
You can wear shorter and shorter dresses every season.
I can wear short dresses and high heels and still kill a man. I feel like she's a great icon for that.
Okay, those of you that are in a couple understand all of you can do that. All the guys that need to wear away from their girlfriends.
What is it? 3 guys that are in a couple?
So, before we get stuck on God, go ahead, Keith. No, go ahead. Before we get stuck on Gotham, because we can talk about this show for a while, I have a feeling that it is going to give us greatness in 27.
So, the cinematography, though.
Yeah, good show. I think that show, along with Lucifer, better. And again, that is the one show that I think a lot of fans will immediately understand is actually connected to all of the DC universe. So Lucifer could he would be great on Supergirl.
No.
I mean, seriously.
Okay, and that's what we're gonna move back to with the movies for us.
I was about to say something about Lucifer though. I feel like Lucifer is really amazing, but I feel like it also drew from Supernatural. In that they got Lucifer, because Lucifer has always been, historically, has been a really great character. Right. People have always really identified with him because he is basically the embodiment of sin, and they're like, hey, we're imperfect too. Right. So they really pulled from that. And, I feel like that's the thing. But I really like it. But I enjoy it.
You know what show didn't get covered a lot, and honestly, I couldn't get into it, but was Preacher.
Right? Preacher was a great show. Love that show. Actually, I love that show. It's a bad one.
Long enough time.
Yeah. And it's a very good bad one.
You gotta watch 6 episodes before you can get into it.
Well, I mean, we have a 3-episode rule, and that's assuming we get through the first episode.
Yeah.
Some shows like we do.
Well, I mean, with that rule, look, to me,
Supernatural is pretty far out with that rule. The whole first episode of Supernatural is just background. It's okay, their mother died and all this shit happened, and also their dad was gone. That's how spoilers it's been happening since 2001.
If there's one show that really has, I think, surprised a lot of people this past year, it would definitely be Westworld. Because that show was basically dead by many people in the industry before the show ever premiered.
Right.
And the fact that it is taken off the way that it has.
I was going to say, that reminds me, that's one thing that has not been brought up yet. Because you said Westworld, which reminded me of Torchwood, which reminded me that nobody talked about Doctor Who yet.
I was headed there.
The Torchwood reboot, though.
I had numerous questions for my Who fans. We have several hooligans.
Oh, yeah.
Hooligans! Hooligans!
We have 2 people that are in the Springfield Hooligans.
Let me ask. With the rumor of the replacing of Peter Capaldi, first of all, how do you feel about Peter Capaldi, first of all? And second of all, who would you like to see replace him?
Okay, I really liked him as the Doctor. Not as the Doctor himself. I feel like he as an actor could have done a lot better job than the writers let him do with the script. Because I feel like the writers were really stuck on the Matt Smith, David Tennant. No, oh my god, what was her name? The Matt Smith, Jenna Coleman dynamic that they had. I feel like they were really stuck on that. And then they tried to push it on to Peter Capaldi, and he was like, how about we don't hit on a girl a quarter of my age? But that's kind of creepy. But see, they did that with Chris Eccleston, and, but I liked Peter Capaldi, and I really liked him as an actor, and he had some really good episodes. And it made me really sad when the writers really screwed him over. This is what I don't understand about the whole Peter Capaldi thing, because people were pissed off when they went from the youngest Doctor ever to the oldest they have had in a long time. And I think that was a great choice. It was. it was a risk that they should have taken because people forget. I mean, we had Chris Eccleston and David Tennant and Matt Smith, who were kind of all in that same age range. And we forget the Doctor wasn't that.
No, I was so bummed though because there's this huge headcanon. There's this huge
Doctor.
There is this huge overarching headcanon that the real curse of the Time Lords is that the older they get, the younger that they look. So people won't listen to them. And I was so into that headcanon, and they were like, Peter Capaldi, and I was like, shh.
But see, at the same time, if you go with the whole River Song storyline, I mean, you had Matt Smith marrying River Song.
They were so cute. Not Matt Smith, but Peter Capaldi and River Song.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that there was this huge age gap, but then you get Peter Capaldi and River Song who match.
They were adorable.
And that kind of goes more into his actual timeline. So because he keeps jumping time throughout his entire lifespan, so now he's kind of meeting up with his actual lifespan.
Yeah. See, and I'm of the opinion, I think Peter Capaldi would have made an excellent companion. But I am not totally sold on him being the Doctor.
No! Hang on. Hush!
He's a very angry Doctor, which is.
But so is Chris Eccleston.
He was well. I understand was still he was. Chris recovering from the Time War.
I like Chris Eccleston as an actor. I hated him as the Doctor.
I hate the Doctor. I feel like he really encapsulated. Shut. I feel like he really encapsulated. Like how a person would be after a large war.
Well,
I think
you've been waiting patiently. Although he is infiltrated his group, let me speak.
We got rid of the question of who we thought was going to should be.
I was kept trying to answer, but I got interrupted by Alexis.
I'm sorry.
I love you.
I love you too.
If you want it, you
What an ice cube.
Anybody.
I think of anybody. No.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, well, that was Moss.
Yeah.
Oh my God! That's me.
I was going to vote. There's been a lot of people that have taken the poll. I think Rupert Grint would be great because because he always talks about wanting to be a ginger.
I want a female Doctor.
I actually can't pronounce his name. I'm going to vote Keith for this.
I think
The
a
guy
female
that
Doctor would be the
played
series
the
finale.
agent in Fire and Serenity. Edge report.
He would be amazing.
He'd be a then he would be our first black doctor.
I want Haley.
And black people can be doctors, damn it.
In the series, they have to have a ginger, they have to have a black man, and they have to have a female.
Honestly, I want Haley Atwell as the Doctor. Haley Atwell or
I thought Haley Atwell was my doctor.
right? Opinion, I think that we should have this commander.
Yes.
He's so yes, he's cute.
Let's move on. We got stuck.
Wow! I feel like Haley Atwell would be an amazing Doctor.
Okay, Atwell is a good answer, Stewart.
Speaking of that
is fair.
Star Trek reboot.
Woo!
Yeah, a little problem there. I would like to offer myself as showrunner if there's.
I would like to offer Keith the showrunner too, because he can't do worse than what they've been trying to do. I mean, he'd be a great choice.
No, this is a show that one would think that at this point, that when you're still trying to hire actors and trying to win fans over, that when you lose your showrunner.
But do you really have to win over Star Trek fans? I mean, I feel like
Yes, you do.
They are
like 2 or 3 episodes. We're like, okay, like Deep Space Nine, we were all like, we're still really stuck.
I am a Whovian. I'm a diehard Whovian and a diehard Trekkie, and I hate Deep Space Nine.
What?
I hate it.
No!
Really?
But it's just because I don't like Deep Space Nine. No, it introduced the Trill.
Wow, okay.
I find the Trill's such an interesting species, alien-wise. The Trill are such an interesting species.
Trill.
I'm a purist though. I'm sorry, but I like the original series.
But what about the Trouble with Tribbles crossover?
Hey, why don't you have
Trouble with Tribbles is my favorite.
No, but what about the DS9 one?
We're going to talk about this.